Alright. Do you know how crappy a flight that long would be standing outside in the wind? Oh, it'd be miserable. We made it. And of course the first class people are all gone. I don't know that it matters. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess I did get it right. Think about the flight to Ishgard? Oh, that'd be awful. That would be awful. Okay. Recruiting the realm. Alphino, I'm ready. I'm ready. Unda, the gilded city, where one's fortune defines one's worth, which I do enjoy because my family fortune is quite vast. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, however. You do bring the collective wealth between us down quite a bit with your single million gil. What is that? 1 million? Ugh. And that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest attending to the lower level, something more of your standing, before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let us meet back here in the promenade when our respective tasks of equal merit are complete. Good hunting, Meteor. I wish I could jump. You can jump! There's so many places you can't! Can I jump back up? Like in the Golden Saucer? That was mind-blowing! I just assumed they were gonna stop me. There's so many places they don't let you jump down. Okay. That was great.
Wait. You're the man who came to Little Olamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Any road, that disaster really got me to thinking about our homeland and the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make myself a more worldly man, so here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it'll take all quarters of the realm? That sounds exactly like the kind of opportunity I need, and don't worry. I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Olamigo. Can you not tell that my voice has changed? I've matured, and I've prepared myself to fight the evil that I now know is out there. I mean, yes.
Alright. Just charge on down. Recruiting the realm. Thank you for clipping, Chris. I appreciate the clips, guys. Oh, why, what happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perhaps, chance? I am Orson of the Church of St. Idema Ladima, and thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. A most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion? Oh, Thancred, wasn't it? Oh, 'tis new companions you seek, then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in your undertaking. This is a bunch of callbacks to people that we met throughout all of 2.0 that I don't remember. I mean, I kind of remember. I remember when they tell me where they're from. I'm sorry. You wish to recruit me? Is this some new-fashioned manner of propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, sir. Oh. I don't know what we said to her, but we should not have said it like that. That was quite the response. 2 more. It is a victory lap. Which I guess is 2.3, right? 2.3 wraps up an expansion. 4 and 5 sets up the next expansion. So this is kind of the victory lap of A Realm Reborn. So it makes sense.
Aye! You'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved with it. Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for.
Oh. Okay.
A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next door over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Oh.
Where? Alright. Are we meeting on the promenade? We're not meeting on the airship. Oh, because we're done with city states. That makes sense, I guess. Alright, Alfie. What you got for us, buddy? How fared you, Meteor? What hidden gems did the streets of Uldar offer up to your unrelenting gaze? Ooh, it is filthy down there. A single All-Omegan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and that hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. And thank you, Meteor. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you have no doubt surmised, the Sultana has graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the documents signed, the finances secure, and there is naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement? As was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely on outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. As for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy process, but we will earn the people's trust, one success at a time. speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alfino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
We have all pledged our cooperation, yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity. I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. Cannot be done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'dah law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing? Then what good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Now, I believe this to be right at the end of 2.3. Remember that prior to Endwalker, 0.3 was the end of an expansion. 0.4 and 5 was kind of your like WoW would call like a pre-patch. Like it was your build into the next expansion. For the MSQ. This will be my first time to go back and explore this one, but, like, that's exciting. Alright. The next space game will be your 100th. Ooh. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Meteor. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free of for other duties. I'm sure she will. Greetings, Meteor. Alphino tells me all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphino to see that all is in readiness. So I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slathborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught he requires? Absolutely. Absolutely I will. I like Slathborn. He's a good guy. ARR's all over the place? We'll find out. ARR didn't quite do that? Okay, well that's historically how it works. Historically being from the perspective of somebody who's covered the game. Like, I've covered the game from 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, and now 6.0. So that is what my assumptions are. So I'm trying to vocalize my assumptions as I go. There have been times that my assumptions are right on the money. There are other times my assumptions are wildly off, because I've never done this. But I just expect 2.3 to be a pivot point.
What can I do for you, Meteor? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out this new arm of the Scions. I barely noticed your recruits arrive. 'Twas barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, 'tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run.
Slathborn, this shipment, we couldn't.
Gods, woman, what befell?
We were bringing a shipment of Revenant's Toll. Provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mortona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were many. Too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us.
Oh, there's naught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a simple case of thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate?
House Fortemps. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper.
Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of this development. Meteor, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortemps? I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I'm certain Lord Harshavant will be glad of your assistance.
As somebody that's been watching DSR Proc, I'm really excited to get to know more about all of this. I don't really understand who Harshavant, like, I don't know all that.